Tracy Quartermaine, the unrivaled matriarch of the Quartermaine legacy in the world of General Hospital, where power struggles, family feuds, and long-buried secrets are as common as the morning sun. Few characters embody the fierce loyalty, unrelenting determination, and legacy-driven ambition as well as Tracy Quartermaine. Played by the incomparable Jane Elliott, Tracy has spent decades as both the epitome of Quartermaine wealth and privilege and the very embodiment of the family's complicated moral compass. But as the latest twists unravel, Tracy is emerging as the one true heir to the Quartermaine dynasty. In a world where allegiances shift like sand, Tracy's position as the ultimate matriarch is no longer a question, it is a necessity. Monica's will. A game-changer for the Quartermaine dynasty. The long-awaited reading of Monica Quartermaine's will was supposed to be a moment of reflection, a final connection to the legacy of Alan Quartermaine and the family's storied past. Instead, it has become a battleground, a revelation that could forever change the course of the Quartermaine empire. As the will is read aloud, a stunned silence falls over those gathered. Monica, always the matriarch, always the protector of the family, has left the very house built by Alan Quartermaine, her late husband and the very heart of the Quartermaine legacy, to none other than her so-called sister, Veronica Bard. The news lands like a bombshell, shaking the very foundations of the Quartermaine legacy. For Tracy, the bombshell is far from a mere surprise. She knows something is terribly wrong. As the will is read, her mind races. Why would Monica, who spent years defending her family's interests, leave their ancestral home to an outsider, a woman who, by all accounts, has been nothing but an intruder in the Quartermaine story? Tracy, ever vigilant, sees through the farce. She's no stranger to scheming, no stranger to family secrets. In fact, Tracy has spent years ensuring that no one ever gets close to the Quartermaine fortune unless they truly belong. And yet, here she is, staring down the possibility of someone, an unknown and unworthy figure, claiming what has always been her family's legacy. A legacy of loyalty, power, and scheming. Tracy's skepticism is not just born from jealousy or bitterness, though, of course, she has every right to feel both. It is deeply rooted in a history of protecting her family at all costs. Her instincts are honed by years of watching and learning from the best schemers the Quartermaine family has ever known, her father, Edward Quartermaine, and her mother, Lila Quartermaine. Tracy may have inherited her father's ruthless edge, the blunt cruelty that made Edward both a feared patriarch and a man few could trust, but she also carries the warmth and tenderness of her mother, Lila, whose love for her family was as deep as it was unconditional. Tracy is the perfect blend of both her parents. A woman who knows when to be harsh, but also when to be kind, when to bend, and when to break. Through all the familial squabbles, the betrayals, and the betrayals within betrayals, Tracy has remained steadfast in her love for the Quartermaine legacy. It's not just about money or power, it's about preserving the integrity of the family that built it all. Monica's will, in Tracy's eyes, is nothing short of an abomination, and she's prepared to do whatever it takes to right the wrong. The frauds and the fakes, the true family battle. Tracy's suspicions are not just based on a hunch. She's been in the business of spotting fraud for years, having been the victim of it herself. When Edward Quartermain was on his deathbed, Tracy was faced with a cruel decision: give her father the heart medication he needed or withhold it, forcing him to sign a new will that would ensure her place in the Quartermain fortune. She did the latter, and failed the test, for Edward knew the depths of her scheming. It's moments like these that have shaped Tracy into the woman she is today, calculating, fierce, but ultimately loyal to the family she holds dear. Monica, like Edward before her, knew Tracy's worth. And yet, Tracy now finds herself questioning everything she once believed about Monica's loyalty to the Quartermain name. How could Monica, who was so fiercely protective of the family, leave everything to a woman with no real ties to the Quartermains? Enter Martin Gray. The mysterious lawyer, always lurking in the shadows, seems far too interested in the fact that Monica has a sister no one has ever heard of before, no one knows anything about. Martin, always with an eye on the prize, might very well be behind the machinations that led to this betrayal. His interest in family secrets, whether they belong to the Quartermains, the Cassadines, or any other prominent family in Port Charles, has always been suspect. Tracy's suspicion grows by the minute. She has spent years studying every outsider who has ever tried to worm their way into the Quartermain fortune, and now she knows, Veronica Bard is no exception. Tracy's role in the Quartermain legacy. Tracy Quartermain is more than just a survivor of the Quartermain family dramas. She is the epitome of the family's essence, flawed, imperfect, but undeniably loyal. She has watched as her family has torn itself apart over the years, whether it be over Alan's legacy, Edward's affairs, or Monica's own battles for power. Now, as Monica's death looms large over the family, it's clear that the next phase of the Quartermain dynasty cannot be entrusted to anyone else. Tracy is the one who understands the balance of power, the delicate dance between family loyalty and personal ambition. She is the one who has weathered the storms and emerged stronger each time. Monica's will may try to disinherit her, but it is Tracy who will lead the next generation of the Quartermain family. Her relationships with her family members are multifaceted and complex. Tracy's bond with Ned Quartermain is one of the most fascinating. Their playful banter, sarcastic wit, and genuine love for each other reveal the depth of their connection. Tracy's relationship with Brooke Lynn Quartermain is equally significant, as she serves as a mentor to her granddaughter, guiding her through the complexities of the Quartermain legacy with a blend of tough love and wisdom. Tracy's interactions with other characters, like Gio Palmieri and Cody Bell, add a refreshing layer to her character. She may be a formidable matriarch, but she is also a woman who knows the value of friendship, loyalty, and finding joy in the small moments. Her playful rapport with Cody, particularly, serves as a reminder that Tracy is not all business, she is capable of real human connection. Tracy's ultimate fight for the Quartermain family. As Tracy confronts the fallout from Monica's will, her mission becomes clear. She will not let the Quartermain name be tarnished by outsiders, frauds, or unworthy claimants. Her fight is not just for herself, it is for the very essence of what it means to be a Quartermain. The empire she and her family built must not be handed over to anyone unworthy. The future of the Quartermaine family rests in her hands. She has the wit, the drive, and the unwavering loyalty to see the family through its darkest hours. As she steps into the role of the next female patriarch, Tracy will undoubtedly face more challenges and obstacles, but she is ready for the fight. In the world of General Hospital, where family ties can be as fragile as they are strong, Tracy Quartermaine is a force to be reckoned with. No one knows better than Tracy that the Quartermaine legacy is worth fighting for, and she will stop at nothing to ensure that it survives for generations to come.